Hello everyone and welcome to Tipsy, where we actually provide you with top predictions based on a lot of criterias. And you may actually wish to know how we actually get these predictions. Of course, we are now using our own best AI intelligent tool that actually analyzes matches based on a lot of criterias. After which we manually make these picks and go further to use third-party sites such as SofaScore and Bet Explorer to make sure that we check for the form of the team, the home and away performance of that team, as well as top scorers. And if this actually meets our need, then we actually come to share them with you. We can therefore say these predictions are over 90% accurate, and you can actually make your bet picks and analyze and include in your bet slip. Therefore, if you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for new post notifications and updates. So this is actually what we have for you today. Today, we actually have 14 plus matches to share with you, and you can as well check our hand-picked 2 plus odds from the website link below this video description. And of course, as a quick reminder, please always make sure to separate this game in a set of 4 and maximum 5 matches per single slip so as to increase your chances of winning by up to 100%. It is never a good idea to put a lot of games or all of this game in one single slip. So making sure that you have a maximum of 5 matches per slip will increase your chances of winning by up to 100%. So that being said, the first match in our today's list is actually in the Czech Republic First Liga Women. It's actually a match between FC Slovan Liberec playing versus FK Dukla Praha. Here, if we scroll down here and check for the performance or the standings, we are going to see that Liberec Women is the fourth in this table. They have actually played 9 games, scoring 16 goals and conceding 16 as compared to its opponent, Dukla Praha Women, that has actually played 10 matches, scoring 5 goals and conceding 39. In other words, Prague Women are actually very conceding. You can see with 10 matches, 39 goals is actually very conceding. This time, if we look at the form of these two, we are still going to see that Liberec Women has a better form, played 5 matches, scoring 11 goals and conceding 4 as compared to its opponent that has played 5, scoring 4 and conceding up to 15. That's still very conceding. This time, if we look at the performance rate of Liberec Women, they are really good as compared to Dukla Praga Women that is very, very conceding. You can see as an example, Dukla Praga Women actually play with Slava Praga and they actually lose a lot, 10-0. But you can see that the same Slava Praha here, you can see this Slava Praga Women play with Liberec. But Liberec was away, but it still has the power to score 1 goal. And Slava could only score 3 goals. But with Slava Praha Women, you can see that they actually beat Dukla Praha 10-0. This is to tell you how conceding they are. So this time, if we look at the head-to-head between these two, we are going to see that they have actually met this year 3 times. And all of the times that they have actually met, Liberec Women has always lead. You can see this year, 2022, Liberec lead. Same here, 2022, Liberec was away, but it still beat Dukla 4-1. This time, it was still away, and it still beat Dukla. This time, Liberec Women is coming home. If you check here, you can see it's coming home. So, Liberec, FC Slovan Liberec is coming home. We are expecting more goals here. And therefore, the 2 possibilities that we have here is actually an over 1.5 goal as one of the possibility. Slovan Liberec to win as a second possibility. And even an up to 2.5 goal might also be possible in this match. The next game in our list is actually in the Germany Under-19 Bundesliga. It's a match between Shakhtar playing versus SC Verl. Here, if we look at the standings here, let's try to see the performance from the standing table. You are going to see that Shakhtar Under-19 is the third. They have actually played 9 matches, scoring 23 goals and conceding 8 as compared to Verl that has actually played 9, scoring 12 goals, conceding 8. And of course, Shakhtar actually still have a better form as compared to Vale. This time, if we look at the performance rate of Shakhtar, they are good as compared to Vale. And if we now look at the head-to-head between these two, though we have known, but of course, from the performances based on the two teams, we are going to see that Shakhtar under 19 actually has a better form. Therefore, we are expecting it to lead in this game, over 1.5 goal to be possible in this match. The next game in our list is actually in the Germany under 19 Bundesliga still, but this time is a match between Sport Club Brugge, Victoria Köln playing versus FC Köln. Here, if we look at the standing, we are going to see that Köln under 19 has the best standing here, having played 9 games, won 8 out of the 9, and they have lost only 1, with 25 goals and 7 conceding 7, as compared to Victoria Köln that has played 9 matches, winning only 3, scoring just 9 goals, conceding 15. Still on the form, Köln under 19 is actually still better. Now this time, if we look at the performances of both teams, you can see that Köln is very great. They have lost only 1 game, and they are actually very offensive as compared to its opponent, Victoria Köln, that is actually up here. This time, if we look at the head-to-head between these two, we are going to see that that was far way back 2001, 2021. You can see that Köln actually played away. It beat Victoria Köln 5-1. You can see all of the time, most of the time that Köln has actually played, that they have actually met as head-to-head, Köln has always lead. Köln under 19 has always lead, and Victoria Köln has always been the losing side. And this time, of course, Köln still have a very better performance. Therefore, we are expecting a win from Köln. If not, then an over 1.5 goal is also possible in this game. The next match in our list is actually in the Thailand League, Liga 1. That's Thailand League 1. It's a match between Bangkok United FC playing versus Prachov. Here, if we look at the standing again, we are going to see that Bangkok United actually has played 13 matches, winning 8, scoring 21 goals and conceding 6, as compared to its opponent that has played 13, winning just 3, with 16 goals and 31, conceding 31. They are very conceding as compared to Bangkok. This time, if we look at the form, we are going to see that Bangkok United still has a better form. You can see that Prachov is actually very, very conceding, and they are still playing away with that high rate of conceding. So you can see that Bangkok United has a better performance as compared to its opponent. This time, if we look at the head-to-head, we are going to see that they have met just once this year. Prachov was playing home. It did its best to make sure that it ends as 1-0. You know what is going to happen, of course. Bangkok is coming home. It's going to take that home advantage, and of course, it has to make sure that it wins this match. So we are expecting a win from Bangkok United. The next in our list is actually in the Italy Serie A women. It's actually a match between Roma, that's Italy Serie A women. It's a match between AS Roma playing versus Calcio, Sampdoria Calcio. This time, if we look at the performances, you are going to see that AS Roma women is the best here. They have played 8 games, winning 7 and lose 1, scoring 15 goals, conceding 3, as compared to Sampdoria, that is very conceding. And again, Roma is coming home. Sampdoria is going away with that high conceding value. So you can see that AS Women still have a better performance as compared to its opponent that is poor here. This time, if we look at the head-to-head, we are going to see that they have actually met once this year. AS Roma women played home, and you saw what happened. This is it, 8-0. This will tell you that Roma is very offensive. We are still expecting Roma to win here as one of the possibility. The second possibility, we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal, and the third possibility, we are actually expecting an over 2.5 goals to actually occur in this match. The next game in our list is actually in the Hungary NB1 women. It's a match between Mihaly playing versus Giro FC. This time, if we look at the standings, Giro women is actually the second here. They have played 10 games, winning 8, scoring 43 goals and conceding 9. That's very offensive. With 10 matches, 43 goals is very offensive as compared to its opponent that has played 10, winning just 2, scoring 13 and conceding up to 23. That's very conceding. And again, this Mihaly women, which is very conceding, is coming home, but Giro is going away with high performance rate. We are expecting a straight win from the away team. You can see the performance here. They are very, very great as compared to the home team. This time, if we look at the head-to-head between these two, you are going to see that was far way back. They have always Giro women. Actually, you can see the performances is just a draw and mostly an over 1.5 or 2.5 as compared most of the time they have met. But this time, you can see Giro women is going away with very high power of offense. They are very offensive. It means that we are expecting it to win as one of the best possibility here. Or if not, we are also expecting the fact that an over 1.5 goal is very possible in this match. The next in our list is actually in the Poland Third Liga. It's actually Group 1. It's a match between KS Legionowia playing versus Wata Serat. Here, let's come back. Here, if we look at the standing, we are going to see that from the standing table, we have Legionowa actually is the second in its stands. They have actually played 16 games, winning 8, drew 6, scoring 36 goals. That's good, as they have conceived 22 as compared to its opponent here with 16 matches, winning just 1, scoring 14 goals, conceiving 29. If you now look at the form, of course, you are going to see that this Legionowa actually has a better form as compared to its opponent. Even the performance rates of Legionowa, you can see as compared to its opponent, they are better. This time, if we look at the head-to-head, we have known, but from the performances, you can see that Legionowa, Novia have a better performance. We're expecting it a win from Legionova, Novia, or we can give it a shifty chance. The next in our list is actually in the Poland Third Liga Group 5. It's actually a match between Avia Swindnik playing versus Wisla Sandomierz. Here, if we look at the standings between these two, we are going to see that Avia Swindnik is the third in the standing with 16 matches, winning 9, scoring 22 goals, conceiving 9 as compared to its opponent. That is the last of the table. They have played 16, winning just 2, scoring 15 goals, conceiving 43. This time, if we look at the form, we still have Avia as the best form here, second in its form as compared to the 16th form, which is Sandomierz. This time, if we look at the performances, of course, Avia is still better as compared to its opponent. This time, the head-to-head, we are going to see that they have actually met this year with Sandomierz playing away with Avia home. We actually recorded 4 goals. This time, of course, the home team has a better performance this time. And of course, we are not going to give it a straight win in this game. This time, an over 1.5 is just the best possibilities to go for. The next in our list is actually in the Romania Third Liga, is Serie 4. It's actually a match between CS Tunari playing versus Flacăria Mureș. This time, if we look at the standings of these two teams, we are going to see that from the standing table, Tunari is the best here. They have actually played 11 matches, winning 8, scoring 26 goals and conceding 6, as compared to Mureș that has played 11, winning 5 with 15 goals while conceding 17. Same way, if we look at the form, we are going to see that Tunari has still a better form. They are not that much conceding as compared to Mureș that is very conceding. They receive a lot of goals. This time, of course, Tunari is still coming home. You can check the performances as compared to the away, though away also have a good performance. For this case, we are not going to take a straight win here because both teams have average performances. If we look at this 2022, they have met. Tunari played away. It actually ended as 2-0. Even though Tunari this time is coming home, it might have a win, but to stay on the safe side, a shifty chance for Tunari here is the better choice. Because Mureș going away and have just played is still wanting to maintain its form. Therefore, it can actually have a goal. So the best choice here to go is to over 1.5 as one of the possibility here is just the best choice than to choose a particular game for a straight win. The next in our list here is actually in the Denmark 3rd Division. It's actually a match between VSK Aarhus playing versus Dalum IF. Here, if we look at the standings here, we are going to see that Aarhus are a better form. They have actually played 15 games, scoring 23 goals, conceding 16 as compared to its opponent, Dalum, that is the last of the table with 15 matches, winning no game. But they are very, very conceding. You can see 52. They are very conceding. And again, they are going away. You can see they are still going away. It means that the home team, if you check at the form, Aarhus has a better form. And of course, if you look at the performance rate, it can still show The head-to-head also can tell us, you can see they have met here. The most recent time Aarhus played away, giving Dalum 5-1. That's 6 goals. Because Dalum is very conceiving, and this time Aarhus is still coming home. We are expecting therefore Aarhus to win. And also an over 1.5 goal here is possible. And you can as well go for an over 2.5 is as one of the possibility. So in this case, Aarhus, with that manner of scoring when he was away, want to come home and maintain the same form. Dalum also want to have a goal. Therefore, we are expecting an over 1.5 as one of the possibility. And if not, why not an over 2.5? The next in our list is actually in the Czech Republic First Liga Women. It's actually a match between this time Slovácko playing versus Baník Ostrava. If you now look at the performances in the form table, you can see that Slovácko women is better with 9 matches, winning 6 with 25 goals and conceding 11, as compared to Ostrava, that is in the last of the table, have actually played 10 matches, winning just 1 with 4 goals and conceding up to 50. You can see very, very conceding. They are very, very conceding. And of course, if you look at the form, we still have Slovácko has the better form. And if we now look at the standing here, we are going to see that Slovácko has a better stand. This time, if we look at the performance rate of the away team, they are still very poor and very conceding. This time, if we look at the head-to-head between these two, you can see that they have actually met the same here once, with Slovácko women being away, and it hits the home team 7-0. This time, of course, you can see that from the high conceding rate of Ostrava, Slovácko is coming home this time. And of course, because it's coming home, we are expecting more goals here as one of the possibility, and even Slovácko to win as the next possibility. So you can actually go for an over 1.5. You can as well go for an over 2.5 or Slovácko women to win as the next possibility. The next in our list is actually in the Oberliga, Germany Oberliga, Baden-Württemberg. Germany Oberliga, Baden-Württemberg is actually a match between SV Stuttgarter Kickers. The next match in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga, Baden-Württemberg. It's a match between SV Kickers playing versus FC Hosassen. This time, if we look at the standing table here, Stutt Kickers is actually the best here. They have actually played 17 matches, winning 14. And you can see that with 59 goals, conceding 8, they are very offensive as compared to Hosassen that has played 17 with 41 goals and 37, conceding 37. If you look at the forms, Kickers still have a better form as compared to its opponent. You can see they are the best here in form. And this time, if you look at the performance rate, they are really very great as compared to its opponent. If you now look at the head-to-head between these two, you can see that Kickers played away. It still beat Hosassen 4-0. This time, Kickers is coming home. And of course, it's going to take that home chance. We are expecting a win from Kickers here, or an over 1.5 goal as the next possibility to occur in this game. The next in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga, Hessen. It's actually a match between FC Gießen playing versus SV Adler. It's actually a match between, you can see from the standings, we have Gießen as the best here with 19 matches, winning 13. They have actually scored 43 goals, conceding 18, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 19, winning 5, 22 goals and conceding up to 47. That's very conceding. From the form, we can tell you that Gießen has a better form and as compared to its opponent. This time, if we look at the performance rate, Gießen has a better performance as compared to its opponent. This time, if we look at the head-to-head, we are going to see that this 2022, they have actually met. Gießen played away with Hussein played its best, and this time Gießen is coming home, having a better chances, a better performance rate, who actually want to win. So we are actually expecting that Gießen is going to take the lead in this match. We are expecting an over 1.5 goal to occur in this match as the next possibility. The next in our list is actually in the Oberliga, Germany Oberliga, Schweckhorsten. It's a match between Lübeck playing versus SV Tudesfede. This time, if we look at the standings, of course, Tudesfede is the better stand here with 18 matches, winning 13, scoring up to 60 goals, conceding 20, as compared to its opponent that has played 17, winning just 3 with 18 goals, while conceding up to 47. This time, if we look at the form, we are going to see that Tudesfede actually has a better form as compared to its opponent. This time, if we look at the performance rate, you see that its opponent is weak as compared to the Svede that has a better form. If we look at the standing here, we are going to see that they have actually met this year. You can see to the Svede was home, it actually record an over 1.5 as well as an over 2.5, and most of the time that they have met, you can see the most recent that they have actually met 2021, 2022, there is always an over goal. So this time the best possibility is still to go for an over goal. An over 1.5 goal here is very perfect, as well as you can go for an over 2.5. But over 1.5 is just the perfect choice to go for. The next in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga. We're hosting still. It's a match between Flensburg playing versus Hunsuma. This time, if we look at the performance rate, Flensburg have actually played 17 matches, scoring 34 goals, conceding 24 as compared to its opponent that has actually played 17 with 23 goals, conceding up to 56. Of course, if we still look at the form, Flensburg still have a better form, and this time the performance rate is showing that Flensburg still have a better performance. The head-to-head this time, we have actually recorded an over 1.5 goal in the most recent game, so we are still expecting an over 1.5 goal here as the best choice to go for. The next in our list is actually the Oberliga. She was hosting still, but this time between Kielkai playing versus TSV Bodesholm. If you look at the performance rate, Kielkai is very offensive with 16 matches winning 3, up to 60 goals as compared to its opponent that has actually played 17 with 29 goals, conceding up to 33. If you look at the form, Kielkai still have a better form. This time the performance rate could show as compared to its opponent. If we now look at the head-to-head between these two, we still have the fact that they have met this year. Kielkai was away, he still beat its opponent 4-1. This time it's coming home. We're expecting it as a straight win as one of the possibility, or you can actually go for an over 1.5 goal as second possibility, and why not even an over 2.5 is also a possibility in this match. The next in our list is actually in the Germany Regional Liga. Bayern is a match between FC Pippenried playing versus Football Club Kickers. It's actually, if you look at the standing, you can see that Kickers has a second stand with 21 games, winning 15, scoring up to 66 goals. Even the first in this table could not have up to 66. You can see it's just 48. But you could see the opponent is actually right down with 41 goals. That's very conceiving. They have conceived 41. This time, of course, it still has a better form as compared to its opponent. If you now look at the performance rate of Pimpiry home, they are very poor as compared to the away team, which is very offensive. This time, if we look at the head-to-head, we can still conclude that they have met this year with these Kickers giving it 6-0. It's going now away. We are still expecting at least an over 1.5 goal here as one of the best possibility, as well as an over 2.5 goal might also be possible. So make sure to check our handpicked 2+ odds from the website link below this video description. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment and subscribe, and enable the notification bell icon so as to receive new post updates from us.
And now I know my heart is a ghost town.